All right, so I wanted to go over the study abroad scholarship application process. All right, so you want to log into MyDTC, user credentials, and then down here you'll see this financial resources link. So you want to click on that and then go to scholarship application and search. So you click on that, this will pop up. It looks, and all of this might look slightly different just because I'm an instructor and I may not see exactly what you see, but it'll be very, very similar, if not identical. All right, so we're going to search for scholarships. You probably want to log in as a student first. Um, I'm not a student, so I'm going to hold off on that. So I click on search scholarships and then go to the search box and type in study abroad. Here you go, all our scholarships pop up. I'm not going to go over all these in great detail, but there are multiple scholarships you are eligible for. Excuse me. Some of it depends on which campus you're on. So this is a Sue Annie Saliba scholarship. This is college-wide. There's a minimum of a 3.0 GPA for this. This tends to be highly competitive. There's two of these that are, I believe, $550 each. And then this is an Owens scholarship for Owens students. This is for Owens students, and this is for Owens. So if you're Owens, then you may be eligible for a couple more scholarships. But if you're a Stanton or Wilmington student, you have the Saliba scholarship. Then you have this Global Understanding. This is Stanton and George, okay, which is Stanton and Wilmington campus. All right, so there are 10 of these available. They are $1,000 each. How competitive they are depends on how many people apply. I've had years where everyone that applies gets it, and some years where only half of them get it. It really just depends. There's a minimum of a 2.5 GPA for this. That is a hard number. So if you're at 2.49, unfortunately, you're not eligible. But the other important thing to note about this is that if you are awarded the scholarship, you are required to provide 10 volunteer hours over next year to promote study abroad. So this could be to work at one of the fundraisers or to present at one of our Global Understanding Series events. We could get creative with that, but basically, it's 10 hours. But if you want to look at it strictly, dollars and cents, 10 hours for $1,000 is a pretty good rate. I don't know what you make at your job, but that seems pretty good to me. Then we have this International Education Scholarship Fund. There's one of these per campus. I think this is $750. Again, a minimum of 2.5 GPA. And then this one you commit to participate in a project about your study abroad experience. So, present at an event, etc. And that brings up, the scholarship, or the volunteer commitment. Sometimes some people don't want to commit to that. But I really think you should look at it as an opportunity to share things you've learned, some of the knowledge you've gained, some of the pros and cons, maybe some advice on what you would give students that want to study abroad in the future. So it's actually an opportunity, and also just to reflect on your experience, which I think a lot of students that for example, put together a presentation based on their experience, they really enjoy kind of looking back, and usually there's another student that studied abroad and you kind of interact. It's a really good opportunity to really in multiple ways. So, but it's also just worth it if you look at the dollars and cents of it. All right, and so that's 3 scholarships, and then the fourth one is your presidential scholarship. This is the one that most people that apply and meet the minimum qualifications are awarded. It's not a guarantee, and as I told every one of you when we had our sign-up interview, you want to walk into this thinking, if I don't get any scholarships, how will I pay for it? And then the scholarships are just a bonus. Like, I know, of course, in the back of your mind, like, you really want the scholarships. I totally understand that, but that's really the mentality that you need to have. All that being said, the Presidential Scholarship, again, is the one that most, if not all, students that apply and meet the minimum qualifications are awarded. And so the whether or not you're awarded the scholarship is based on your application. The amount that you're awarded is based on your FAFSA, your financial need per your FAFSA. So make sure you have a FAFSA on file. And then the award is anywhere from $500 to $2,000, all depending partially on your FAFSA score. Okay. So those are 4 scholarships. You can read, and there's a lot of details there, but the really nice thing is just submit the one scholarship application, and every scholarship that you're eligible for, it'll apply to that. All right, so if you have above a 3.0 GPA and you meet all the other minimum qualifications, which all of you meet, um, then you're eligible for all 4 scholarships, and that one scholarship application which will be applied to all of them. All right. So then you can click on the Apply Now button. So a couple things to point out here. Number one, this is the general application. All right. Notice that it's not study abroad. This is study abroad. This is general. So every student, any student that applies for any scholarship at Delaware Tech has to fill this general application out. So you click on that. It's just basic stuff: demographic information, work history, your major, what you plan on doing in the future, all this sort of stuff, military experience. But you need to fill that out in order to be eligible to fill this one out. All right. So I would suggest just doing that right away, sort of getting it out of the way. The other nice thing is that Del Tech does use information from there to help match you up with potential scholarships based on what you filled in there. There's all kinds of random scholarships out there. You just really never know. And we have a bunch of internal scholarships that we offer at Del Tech as well. So there's money out there, and so it's worth filling that out. I mean, heck, even if you're not doing study abroad, I would fill that out. You never know. Okay, so in terms of our study abroad scholarship, so this is the presidential and home campus. What that means is it's the presidential scholarship and then any other scholarships you're eligible for. All right, so you're going to click on continue application, which I already have open up here. And this is all basic stuff, so make sure you fill all this out. The sort of meat of this is these essays. So there's 5 to 6 essay questions. I'm not sure, again, this is last year's application, so it may be a little different for you. But these are, you can see, 300 words or less. That's less than a page, so it's not a super heavy lift, but there are 5 or 6 of them. So a couple of things here. Number one, the scholarship committee that evaluates these scholarships reads every single word that you write. So make sure that everything is, your grammar is proper, unlike my speaking grammar. Make sure you have the good grammar, punctuation, spelling, and then probably most importantly, make sure you answer this, the question that's asked. So you really, any extra information that you provide that is not related to this question, we basically ignore. And so just you should be crafting an essay that just answers this question in some way. All right, so think about that. Make sure that you are, the content is appropriate. I tell every student that does this, write your essays, don't submit the application. Go down to the Writing Center. Every campus does have a Writing Center. And you can drop in. It's free. It's a service provided to all Delaware Tech students. So take your essays down there, have them, read them over, and it's just always good to get a second set of eyes, especially someone that is literally their job, is to help people with writing. So I would suggest doing that before you submit your essay answers. Even before you do all of that, you need to make sure you get your letter of recommendation. So it's really easy. You click on this button, you fill in the name and the email of the recommender, and then you hit send email. All right. They will get an email from Delaware Tech, and then there's a link in that email where they submit the letter. So you don't see the letter, you don't have to handle it from there. You can do this, and I suggest if you haven't done this, do this now. Do this yesterday. You want to give them time to write the letter. It does take a little bit of time to do this. So you do not need to have this all filled out before you do that. So you can do that right away. So I would suggest doing that. All right. As long as you have the application fully filled out, you have the recommendation letter on file, and you're signed up for a study abroad course by the deadline. We don't care if it's on the deadline or the day before or 2 days, it doesn't matter. As long as it's there by the deadline, then we will evaluate your application and then award any money. And you'll find out, our target is for early January for the scholarship awards, but I would say by mid, as far as late January, but certainly by the month of January, you will know. Any money that you're awarded will automatically go to your travel costs. It'll just take money off of the travel cost. You won't see it. You don't handle it. And then your payments are adjusted appropriately. Okay? So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, reach out, and good luck.